The Senate Education Committee met Tuesday, November 10th, to review a 2015 report on the achievement gap in Minnesota and to hear related testimony from individual schools across the state. The achievement gap is the difference in school performance between groups of students. Department of Education Commissioner Brenda Cassellius began the hearing with a presentation on student achievement and school support.
We made a really ambitious goal in 2012 when we requested a waiver from our No Child Left Behind federal law and accountability system. And that goal was to close the achievement gap by 50% by 2017. And we're here today to report on that progress and where we're at, as well as where we still have to kind of put additional effort into being able to address this. We also have a goal to reach a 90% graduation rate overall with no student group below 85% by 2020. When we're looking at the 7 traditionally underperforming student groups, that's Black, Asian, Hispanic, free and reduced price lunch, LEP students, limited English proficient students, or otherwise known as EL, English learner students, special ed students and American Indian students, and Asian students. Those are the 7 groups that we have, and then we also have white students. But when we're looking at the underperforming or historically underperforming 7 groups, we see that 62% of our schools are on track in all groups or all but one math group in math. In reading, we had 65% of schools on track in all groups or one group, 43 in all, and 22 missing one target or one of those 7 student groups.
The commissioner told the committee that the state has seen a steady increase in the graduation rate over the past decade. Some of the committee discussion included questions about proficiency in student learning and the results of statewide learning rates versus learning at individual schools.
Are we increasing the graduation rate but graduating students that are less prepared and by having a target out there, or are we truly seeing a rise? Because the data that I've seen shows that we are flat to down compared to 2011.
When you do things statewide, it's one thing, but if we don't focus on the graduation rate in Minneapolis and St. Paul school districts, we're always going to be low.
One important aspect that emerged during the meeting was the combined efforts of educational partnerships and how they can help to close the achievement gap.
I want to talk to you just briefly about the Northside Achievement Zone. Again, because of your support and the support of the philanthropic community, we are seeing amazing outcomes in our community. Everything that we do, we measure the impact, and if it's not working, we change it. We have 43 partners who are working together in an aligned fashion. We've aligned our resources, our staff, our strategies around the same children and the same families. We are no longer working in silos in North Minneapolis, from the education pipeline to the whole family support pipeline. We are working as one because our children and our families don't come in silos and they don't come in pieces. And it has been an incredible, incredible experiment, and it is working.
While graduation rates among Minnesota students have increased, the Department of Education says there are still unacceptable disparities that persist, and eliminating the achievement gap will continue to be a top priority.